Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Big Happy Story Time. I'm Miss Geri, and I'm from the Angleton Library.
And I'm Miss Sara. I'm from the Caroline Westside Library.
And we are both from branches of the Brazoria County Library System. Today, we have some fun dragon stories and rhymes and everything today. Do you like dragons? Oh, me too. But first, let's say dragon with our hands. You're going to start with kind of all your fingers tucked together, put it under your chin, and then wiggle them out forwards. Like, what do dragons do? They breathe fire. One more time. Dragon. Oh, you guys are awesome dragons. And before we start, I like to say hello to everybody. What about you, Miss Sara?
I do too.
All right. Well, we are going to do some opposites in our hello. Which opposites would you like to pick?
Can we do high and low?
Oh, I love high and low. All right. So we're going to pat and clap and pat and clap and bread and butter,
Marmalade and jam.
Let's say hello as high as we can.
Hello!
Oh, that was so high. Good job. All right, let's do the opposite. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as low as we can.
Hello.
Oh, that was way down on the ground. Let's see. I think for my opposites, I want to do loud and soft because dragons are pretty loud, right?
Yes, they are.
All right, so let's start with that one. And bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loud as we can.
Hello!
That was super loud. I heard you all the way out here. And the opposite of loud is soft, because when the dragon's sleeping, you want to sneak and tiptoe by as quietly as you can, right? So let's go. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as soft as we can. Oh, I couldn't hear anything, could you? Good job. All right, and one more. We always like to finish it with saying hello as nice as we can, because it's always good to be nice. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can.
Hello.
Good job, everybody. Those were some great hellos. Now, would you like to learn a dragon rhyme?
I would.
Okay, and this one's about a little dragon. And so you guys get to all be little dragons too. And we're going to start with little dragon, count to 3. Count with us. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Now, little dragon, bend one knee. Oh, you can bend it up or you can bend it down. Maybe. There you go. Now, little dragon, touch your toes.
That's a hard one.
Great toe touch. Little dragon, touch your nose. Give it a little wiggle. Now, little dragon, make a funny face. And little dragon, run in place. Oh, great dragons today. Now, little dragon, stomp the floor. And little dragon, give a roar. Oh, great dragon roars. All right, well, we have a story to tell today. And this one we're going to tell with some shadow puppets. And it's inspired by an Indian folk tale called The Blind Man and the Elephant, only this one is about some pixies and a dragon.
Oh.
And you know what pixies are, right?
I do, yes.
They're, but in case anybody doesn't know, they're like a little version of fairies, like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. She's a pixie. And so we're going to go see what happens when the pixies find a dragon in a dark cave.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I can't wait.
All right, let's go. One day, 6 pixies were out exploring when they came upon a cave. A big cave. A dark cave. And being adventurous sorts, they decided to explore the big dark cave. They made it to the deepest, darkest part of the cave when they heard a snuffling sound. Well, we all know what sorts of things live in big dark caves. And this big dark cave was the home of a dragon. But it was so dark, the pixies couldn't see the dragon. The first pixie crept forward and felt something long and scaly.
It's a snake!
She screamed. Well, the second pixie felt something sharp and pointy. It's a sword, she screamed. The third pixie felt something wide and thin.
It's a fan.
And the fourth pixie felt something big and bumpy. It's rocks, she said. The fifth pixie felt something warm and cozy.
It's an oven.
And the sixth pixie reached out, and she felt a little bit of everything. And she told the others, it's not a snake, or a sword, or a fan, or rocks, or an oven. It's a dragon! And with that, those not quite as adventurous as they thought pixies all ran out of the cave and back home, and the dragon settled down for a nice afternoon nap. The end. That was such a fun story. And I had so much fun doing the Shadow Puppets. What about you, Miss Sarah?
I did too. Thank you for sharing that story with me.
Oh, I was happy to. Now, I have one more dragon song. Would you like to learn?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, this one is to the tune of Did You Ever See a Lassie? And we are going to pretend to be dragons again.
Ooh, how fun.
Yes. So, what would you say is a dragon's favorite way of getting around?
Well, flying, of course.
Of course. Have you ever wanted to fly? And like a dragon? Well, now's your chance. All right, so we are going to start with kind of sway back and forth and sing, did you ever see a dragon, a dragon, a dragon? Did you ever see a dragon flap his big wings? And he flaps this way and that way and this way and that way. Did you ever see a dragon flap his big wings? That was some awesome flying. What else are dragons known for?
Their big, scary teeth.
Oh, yes, they sure are. And we are going to chomp our teeth. So let's sing. Did you ever see a dragon, a dragon, a dragon? Did you ever see a dragon chomp his big teeth? He chomps this way and that way and this way and that way. Did you ever see a dragon chomp his big teeth? Give one more big chomp. And what sound does a dragon make? Do you guys have a guess? What do you think?
Roar.
Of course. So let's give our best dragon roars this time. And did you ever see a dragon, a dragon, a dragon? Did you ever see a dragon give a big roar? And he roars this way.
Roar!
And that way.
Roar!
And this way.
Roar!
And that way.
Roar!
Did you ever see a dragon give a big roar?
Roar!
Biggest roar you can give.
Roar!
Oh, you guys were such awesome dragons out there today. Well, Miss Sarah, I I think it might be just about time to say goodbye today.
Oh, it was so fun.
It was. I'm glad you could be here for our dragon
Thank you for having me.
And before we say goodbye, let's do Tickle the Clouds.
Ooh.
Let's reach up and tickle the clouds and tickle your toes and turn around and tickle your nose. And let's reach down low and reach up high. And story time's over. Wave goodbye. And thank you so much for watching our One Big Happy Story Time put on by Brazoria County Library System. And we will see you next month at our next story time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.